My name is Frank Idemudia Alapa. That's my name. Talking sports, my game. And I am the greatest. I love listening to Elegbete TV radio for undiluted, unadulterated. It's probably replicated, but still not yet duplicated. It's sports only on Elegbete TV radio. I seriously love listening to it.
Hello, everybody. What's up, people? My name is Timmy Dakolo, and you're listening to Elegbete TV Radio. Stay tuned.
Elegbete TV radio. Number 5 broadcasting. Listen. You are listening to Elegbete TV radio. This is radio like you never heard before. Elegbete TV radio, the pathfinder for radio. Elegbete TV radio, we dare to lead. This is radio like you never heard before. Elegbete TV radio, the best in entertainment and sport.
A club that sold its legend and chased him out of the club because of an interview with Piers Morgan. The same club have its own has put them up for sale over the last 6 months and eventually refused to sell. Having problem with players here and there. 1 minute removing the captain's armband from his former captain and then getting another captain and then putting up the player for sale, taking him off the market, going back to their vomit in signing Johnny Evans, but still no stability as there is now another spat public battle between Erik Ten Hag and Jadon Sancho that was signed for £73 million from Borussia Dortmund. Players that have gone from Borussia Dortmund and gone on to other places are doing well. Jude Bellingham is doing excellently well, the most loved player in Madrid currently. And I tell you the story of the one who loves to score hat-trick, the Norwegian tour. Yes, Erling Haaland is gone to Manchester City, and what Manchester City have been looking for all over the years with Pep Guardiola spending money, they eventually got it, winning the treble. But then Jadon Sancho went to Manchester United, and instead of his career taking off, he is grounded, no flight path, no direction, no destination. Worst of all, coach came out to say he is not training well in public. And then he went out in public to also say, well, coach, you are a liar. All liars are children of the devil. And you are a liar. That's a lie from the pit of hell. Well, if you can talk about me in public, why can't I talk about defend myself in public? But then stories are coming out now that Jadon Sancho might not play for Manchester United again. Just when you think that that's the only club that have a problem. Well, I remember I warned Chelsea fans, Mauricio Pochettino is not the coach that you guys need. I thought that Luis Enrique was the guy. I'm talking about Luis Enrique. Went to Lyon last night, beat them 4-1 with his Paris Saint-Germain side. And the Lyon fans were in the worst mood. They actually took a public address system and were addressing and insulting their own players. Well, it didn't happen in the MPFL, even though JJ Okocha stupidly said he would prefer the Premier League than the MPFL. Who asked you to say all that? Okay, you're supposed to be an ambassador of the league. That's a different conversation for another day. But my question is, who's got the most problem? Chelsea or Manchester United? In the famous words of one of Africa's greatest icon, great writer, Chinua Achebe of the Southeastern Nigerian fame, he said, things fall apart and the centers cannot hold. That's exactly the Manchester United and Chelsea story. But who got the worst problem? Jay-Z in his famous song says he's got 99 problems. One more is not really an issue. But this is an issue. And so I welcome you to the Sports Buffet on the Legote TV radio. My name is Daffy Manchester. You love to come with the Legote on the sports. Problems everywhere, but sports are not seeing that problem because they find it very easy. Liverpool, with all the distraction, all the talk of 150 million rising up to 200 million for Mo Salah. Well, they're counting their days. Like the church people will say, count your blessings, name them one by one. They're counting their days and hoping that very, very, very soon, or did I say in the words of Sonny Okosun, soon and very soon. Yes, soon and very soon, the transfer window in Saudi Arabia would close down. And in the words of Tinubu, Mo Salah, Jurgen Klopp, and the entire Liverpool fraternity, including my very own Emmanuel Sebastian, will breathe and they will no longer be suffocating. Because right now, they are suffocating under the weight of the kind of money that the Saudi Arabians can throw. But then if they survive this one, then everybody who's a Liverpoolian will be very, very happy. Having said that, yippee! Arsenal fans are very, very happy. Arsenal beats one of the team that always would beat Arsenal come what may. And it almost looked like that was the story. Arsenal did all the playing, but then out of nowhere, Marcus Rashford, who had not kicked the ball up until that moment, scored. And then, it was quick reaction, or do I say quick ejaculation? Quick reaction from Arsenal as Martin Odegaard restores parity. But then it dragged on. There were no clear-cut chances created. The wide side, Wan-Bissaka, made sure that Martinelli could not put in a proper cross, even though he was one of the most progressive players. On the other side, there got the Lord. Make sure that there was toll gate, and the toll gate was collecting fee. Yes, because there was no NSAS protest on that toll gate, as Bukayo Saka could not sack anybody on that side of the defense. But eventually, yes, when you need a savior, when you need a miracle, call on Jesus. It never fails. That's why a songwriter said that name of Jesus is higher than every other name. Yes, that's exactly what Arsenal did. They call upon Jesus and Jesus showed up. But first off, he didn't turn water into wine. He made sure that there was a good bowl of rice for Arsenal, and Declan Rice smashed that goal into the net. It doesn't matter how he went in, deflected, whatever it is. It was 2-1 and everybody was on cloud 9. Manchester United went all forward, flooding forward like they were fishers of men, probably fishers of gold, but they still couldn't catch any fish in the net or any goal in the net. As one counter-attack from Arsenal, and the irony of it is Manchester United set up in this game to play a serious counter-attack, but then the best counter-attack was saved for the last, and Jesus put somebody in greener pasture. Oh my God, Evans, you came and you lied down in green pasture, and Jesus parted the goal sea. Sorry, what have I parted? He parted the goal sea and put the ball in there. It was 3-1 for Arsenal. But then Son Heung-min said, Hurricane, thank you very much for leaving the stage. I am the guy. And I think you must give some credit to Ange Postecoglou, because, when you lose Hurricane, you're supposed to replace. But he said, no, I trust this short little man. This little dynamite has got a lot of explosion in him, and he paid back with a hat-trick. Well, it was a weekend of hat-trick anyway, because Erling Haaland says, Spurs are scoring a hat-trick. Why not? I'm going to do mine. And he scored his hat-trick. And then the young boys, 19 years or so, Anderson, Ferguson, scored a hat-trick as well. Oh, God, that game. That game. Well, there was a whole lot that went down. It was late in the midnight hour that Lewandowski scored a penalty to give victory to FC Barcelona. It was also late as Getafe looked like they were going to do something never done before. Yeah, but Real Madrid won their game and kept their 100% record going in Spain. Well, in France, Paris Saint-Germain traveled to Lyon, as I said earlier on, and they won 4-1. Strasbourg were beaten by Nice away from home. Nice were home. Strasbourg were beaten 2-0. What about Reims and Metz? It was 2-2. Lille won the Montpellier team 1-0. Le Havre won 3-0. Looked like a walkover. Toulouse and Clermont also played a 2-2 draw. Other games that went on yesterday in the Premier League, it was Crystal Palace 3, Wolverhampton Wanderers 2, Liverpool 3, Aston Villa 0. Wow, that Szoboszlai goal was the goal. And Mo Salah came in like a thief in the night from the back end and just to poke the ball into the net. Or do I say control the ball into the net? Well, on Saturday was goals galore. Do you know that this season's Premier League match day 4 with 29 or 28 games played so far, not a single goalless draw ever happened. Every game have produced at least a goal. Yes, when I say at least a goal, Chelsea, yes, Taiwo Awoniyi scored the goal through the legs of the veteran defender, Brazilian Thiago Silva, and Elanga said, yeah, you scored the man, I'm going to score the net. And he ran into the ball. A true pass fed in by Taiwo Awoniyi through the narrowest monkey post goal. Yes, in between the legs of Thiago Silva, and Elanga put the finishing of class, and that's all she wrote. Chelsea couldn't do anything. You can have a billion pound squad, but at the end of the day, you still need a good manager to manage them. I think that team would make a good boy band of reggae musician, or probably a good backup for Travis Scott. Sorry, Chelsea fans, I'm not bantering you. I'm just telling you guys what I see in your team. Well, result from Saturday, Sheffield United and Everton played a 2-2 draw. Relegation candidate battling there. And Brentford and Bournemouth said, oh, you can't leave us out of this one. We're going to do the same. It was 2-2 as well. But then Burnley at home against Tottenham Hotspur, at least they scored. But it was 5-2 as Son Heung-min chose this game to show what stuff he's made of. I hope he's consistent with it. Manchester City say, okay, if Tottenham Hotspur can score 5, then we too, we can do 5. It was 5-1 against Fulham. The same Fulham that that's now almost to the cleaners with a 2-2 draw the other time. And Brighton were so bright. Newcastle, I said this thing before, but people said, I don't know what I am saying. Well, English coaches don't win you titles and don't give you sustained progress. Well, once again, Newcastle lost 3-1. 4 games played, 3 defeats, 1 win against Aston Villa 5-1. And that's what she wrote. In France on Saturday, it was 0-0 between Brest and Rennes. First experience with the name of this club, Brest. It's spelled B-R-E-S-T. So I went on air and I said Brest. I almost got kicked out of the studio for saying that. But hey, it is what it is. But then the foreign people who are the oversabi, they can call eBay, IB, there's no problem. They can call Ajiboye, Ajiboy, there's no problem. They can call Wakwakanu, Nwakwakenu, there's no problem. But when we do it here, oh, it's because we're not good enough. The black man will always be a slave, whether physically or mentally, to the white man. I've always said that. Until, like Bob Marley would say, emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None by ourselves can free our mind. Whatever it is. But you know the song that I'm saying. Augsburg played a 2-2 draw. It seems like the draw this weekend was tied around 2-2 with Bochum on Saturday. But our very own Boniface, who's made the list for the national team for the dead rubber game against Atona and Principe. I'm also going to talk about that one. I think that the NFF, I mean, I will criticize them this time around. I think the NFF is acting irresponsible. You can't come out on the one front and say you don't have money, and then you're playing a dead rubber game that is insignificant, and you're inviting this much number of foreign-based professionals. So you don't have money, and now you're willing to spend close to 250 million for a game that is inconsequential. Why not use the domestic players to play that game? That's just my thought anyway. Well, we will see how it goes. We'll let you get your opinion on the comment section on Instagram and on YouTube as well. Bayer Leverkusen won 5-1, and Boniface was burning everybody's face as he went on the double. Hoffenheim beat Wolfsburg 3-1, and you have Stuttgart also winning 5-0 against Freiburg. Werder Bremen were not to be left out as they beat Mainz 4-0. Bayern Munich are still struggling to get a team together. If Thomas Tuchel stills to the end of the season, it will be a miracle. As Bayern won away from home against the club with the longest name in Europe, by Isaac Mashashkala. You can maybe behind Isaac Mashashkala. Borussia Mönchengladbach, there was nothing glad in that match as Bayern won 2-1. Yes, it was not too beautiful, but 3 points is 3 points. That's the most important thing. In Italy on Saturday, it was Bologna 1-2, Cagliari 1. Udinese played a goalless draw with Frosinone. Atalanta won 3-0 against Monza. Monza, the owner, is dead. Remember, it's Silvio Berlusconi that came with this team. But Napoli, it took them up until January last season for them to lose. But Mauricio Sarri also beat them last season at the Maradona. Once again, Mauricio Sarri came early this time and he beat them again 2-1. What should have been 4-1 or more. Guendouzi came off the bench. Yes, the same Guendouzi that played for us now went to Olympic Marseille, now plays for Lazio. And he was the destroyer. But hey, I mean, the offside, one thing or the other, those moments. I think I like the way they do it in Italy. It's easier than the way they do it in England. England, their match fixing league is on, so they do whatever they like. In the Netherlands on Saturday, it was red card galore as 3 games produced red card. The game, Zwolle collected a red card, but they still beat Almere City 2-1. Go Ahead Eagles saw Herevan pick up a red card, and then Go Ahead Eagles went on to win. I used to think, back in the day when I was young, I used to think that it is Nigerians that have Go Ahead Eagles because of the Eagles that is there. I was half foolish. I was. Warwick lost at home to PSV Eindhoven 4-0. Heracles won their game against Excelsior 3-1. And in Spain on Saturday, it was Real Sociedad 5-3 over Granada, 8-goal thriller. Real Madrid won against Getafe 2-1. Alaves beat Valencia 1-0. Real Betis beat Rayo Vallecano 1-0. Let's see what happened on Sunday. And then I fill you up, oh God, with the stories of what's going on in the world of football as well. I told you everything that went down in the Premier League. Arsenal won 3-1 against Manchester United. That game, overall, you see, yes, the best team won because Arsenal played better. But it was a game of margins, okay? Yeah, Kai Havertz had a penalty awarded and then VAR rescinded it. There was contact, but you say minimal, whatever it is. But I was asking someone, if that had happened in the center of the field, would the referee wave play on? He would say far, right? So think about that for a minute. But let's move on. Garnacho scored a goal that I think wasn't offside. In my opinion, there was nothing offside about that goal. But I mean, VAR came in and decided. One other thing that I've tried to understand is, you know how they say in science there's actually no straight line, there are angles. So this could be a straight line, but this is also a straight line. Yeah, it depends on the angle through which you're looking at it. It is 6 and 9. So some goals, they might just decide to draw the line like this, and sometimes they draw the line like this, and sometimes they draw the line like this. So I watched that thing, and I was like, is Gabriel Magalhaes not keeping this guy on? And I don't know. It's in football. Yeah, the Arsenal fans will not be happy that I'm saying this. And, we end up with one conclusion that I really don't like. It happens to everybody. Sometimes it works for you. Sometimes it doesn't work for you. That's the reason why they brought in VAR. That's the reason why all of these technologies were introduced. So why the hell is anybody telling me sometimes it works for you like it's to okay, it's not a to It is just, let's say, science to it now. Use it properly. And, when you go back to the fact that McDean came out the other day and said the head pulling on Cucurella, he didn't want to make his colleague stress. Man, I don't understand. But hey, it's the English Premier League. If anything happens, everybody sees it as okay. I wish if that happens in the NPFL, it's a different story entirely. That's why Nigerian football will not grow. That's how we're back. Well, it is what it is. Toulouse and Clermont, I think I give you updates on all of that already. In Germany, yesterday it was Eintracht Frankfurt 1, FC Cologne 1. Union Berlin, who are in the Champions League, were taken to the cleaners at home by RB Leipzig. No Cinderella run like last season. Everybody's prepared for them, ready to give them fire for fire. Fire in my country. Give me plenty water. There's no water for them to quench the fire. As they got a red card as well. RB Leipzig is on fire. I told you guys that RB Leipzig, Atalanta, and a few clubs are the over 2.5 betters this season. We're getting to the point now where prediction will be fine. After 2 weeks after the international break, you can see that you're betting. You cannot start winning well. Well, in Serie A, Inter Milan won Frosinone 4-0. Wow. Beat Fiorentina, not Frosinone. Frosinone played a goalless draw. Inter Milan beat Fiorentina 4-0. Torino beat Genoa 1-0. Yeah, Alberto Gilardino, sorry about that one. Empoli, yes, we're beating 2-0 by Juventus, and Lecce beat Salernitana 2-0 as well. Well, on Saturday there were plenty of red cards in the Netherlands, but on Sunday not a single one. It was win, draw, lose that we saw. As Utrecht lost at home to Feyenoord 5-1 in a 6-goal thriller. 20 yesterday went to FC Volendam and beat them 2-0. CTAD, yes, played a 0-0 draw with Ajax. And you have Vitesse losing at home to AZ Alkmaar by 2-0. In Spain, it was Girona, won Las Palmas 0, Mallorca 0, Athletic Bilbao 0. And the game between Atletico de Madrid and Sevilla was postponed. But then Osasuna took a late penalty for Barcelona to beat Osasuna 2-1. One of the hallmarks of Barcelona last season was how solid they were defensively. This season, they've not been able to go a game without conceding a goal. I don't know what that means, but let's keep our fingers crossed. Let's go to the news segment of the show and tell you some of the, talking points or headlines and stories that's going on in the beautiful world of football. Let's start with the Glazers. Let's go knock on the doors of the Glazers and hear what they're saying. Manchester United have been up for sale for the last 8 months, and at first they said that 4 billion would do, and then it went from 4 billion to 5 billion, and then 5 billion to 6 billion in an auction looking for the highest bidder. Well, I thought we hit that number before. The Glazers is going to take Manchester United off the market, having failed to get close to their anticipated asking price. According to a source with long-standing close ties to the American family, the move is certain to provoke fury among United fans who have never felt much warmth towards the club's owners and blame them for a lack of recent success and investment in infrastructure. The Glazers are thick-skinned and won't be influenced by any negative fan reaction, said the source, adding the family's original plan was to attract multiple serious bidders, and that didn't materialize. I told you guys the other time that British man, Jim Ratcliffe or whatever his name was, is just making noise. He's not ready to buy. Rio Ferdinand has claimed that Jadon Sancho, okay, I'm going to give you a backstory to this one. Jadon Sancho must either join a club in Saudi Arabia or accept sitting on the bench for Manchester United for the rest of the season after he was dropped by Erik Ten Hag for their 3-1 loss to Arsenal. Sancho's future looked in doubt after Ten Hag claimed he was left out of the defeat at the Emirates due to training performance, with the player hitting back and calling the claims completely untrue. In other words, you are a liar, as my Robo brothers would say, and insisting he has been made a scapegoat. Yeah. So they say some players, Messi, Ronaldo, they are goat, and some musicians, they are goat. But somebody said, not me, somebody said that Portable is a scapegoat. Now, Jadon Sancho is not the new scapegoat. United legend Ferdinand felt the situation was telling for Sancho and pointed out that the Saudi Arabian League was one of the only leagues where the transfer window was still open, suggesting it might be the 73 million pound stars only short of playing regular football. I mean, that football they play for Saudi Arabia, so now I want to play. Okay. There's a question hanging in the air in the English Premier League or in the English media, and this is the question. The question is, are Manchester United any better than last season? They are already 6 points adrift of City and still can't win when it matters most. Well, I don't know. You guys will answer it. You guys are out there. I need your answer to that question. Those Manchester United supporters of an optimistic persuasion, and they must be dwindling in number, could tell themselves they almost won this with 2 minutes of normal time remaining. Their young substitute Alejandro Garnacho from the land of the tribe of the Abe Celeste that have produced great men like Armando Diego Maradona, Gabriel Batistuta, Canigia, Juan Roman Riquelme, just to name a few, and not forgetting the one himself, Lionel Messi. Well, he had the ball in the net. An awful lot happened in the 10 minutes or so that followed. But had that marginal offside call not gone Arsenal's way, the outcome of this absorbing contest would, in all likelihood, have been, very different. However, the sobering statistics for United and their manager Erik Ten Hag are as follows. For the Dutch coach continues to look like the right man to continue to rebuild. You know how long Manchester United have been rebuilding? Since 2013. The rebuild of this football club, its team's record away from home against traditional rivals is lamentation chapter 1 to the end. Okay, it's lamentable. Lionel Messi live up to his Hollywood billing as Inter Miami continues to follow the blockbuster plot with a 3-1 win over LAFC in front of Prince Harry, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Will Ferrell, the smiley face man. Despite Messi's fairy tale arrival in Miami, the Hornets still faced a challenge to make the MLS playoff, but they kept the blockbuster plot alive with a win over LAFC on Sunday night. Well, Jadon Sancho blasts Manchester United boss Erik Ten Hag's completely untrue claims that he's been dropped for his training performance and claims he's been made a scapegoat after United lost 3-1. Now, let me say this. Would you agree that, we are not in the training ground, but a team that can accommodate Anthony Martial and the other Anthony with the roasted hair does not have space for Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho must really be bad that he can't even make the bench for a team that accommodate Rashford that touches the ball 7 times in 90 minutes, Anthony Martial that touches the ball 2.5 times in 90 minutes, and Anthony, the other Anthony, DJ Anthony. Okay, let's classify him as DJ Anthony. DJ Anthony, Brazilian DJ Anthony, who touches the ball many times but without no purpose, because every time he gets the ball, his teammates are not running into the channels. And I said this thing here before that hardly do players come from Ajax and really go to do well, unless the exceptional ones, maybe once in a while. But since the days of them, Clara Sidorf and Gaddafi's Kanuanko, Finidi George, and the rest of them, on the Makovamas and the rest, it's hard lately for players to come out of Ajax and go fit in somewhere else. Maybe once in a while. People say Martinez is doing well at Manchester United. I don't really know about that one, but time will tell. So we could also agree on that front. But beyond that, Jadon Sancho so bad that he's not playing anything. Anthony Martial that is on the field, but he's playing like he's riding horse with the fans. Hey, I don't know. Erik Ten Hag was at war with referees and his own player, Jadon Sancho, on Sunday night after Declan Rice led Arsenal to a dramatic late victory. So again, I'm going to say this. I don't know if you guys have noticed it, but in my job, it is my job to notice. It's my job to read between the lines. Arsenal won the match 3-1. Read all the British papers today. Nobody's talking about Gabriel Jesus' third goal, which is like the goal of the game, right? But everybody's saying Declan Rice won it. At 2-1, there was still time, for an equalizer. But the way they make it look like it's like the game ended 2-1, it was actually 3-1. Nobody's talking about Gabriel Jesus' goal. It's just Declan Rice. He scored a goal. There's a bowl of rice. Is this? He's done that. He's done that. Declan Rice won it. Declan Rice. Oh, come on. What's that? Okay. Angry Leon Ultras confront their players on the pitch with extraordinary rants after a 4-1 loss to PSG as they warn them against tarnishing the club's shirt. What's really important about the club shirt? Well, let's find out. Olympic Lyon players were given an extraordinary dressing down by their fans who warned them against smearing the club shirt after losing 4-1 at home to Paris Saint-Germain on Sunday night. Kylian Mbappe scored twice, and Achraf Hakimi and new signing Marco Asensio added 2 more as the Ligue 1 champion took a 4-0 lead at halftime at the Groupama Stadium, Corentin Tolisso. Corentin Tolisso's second half penalty provided some scant consolation for Lyon, who are bottom of the table with 1 point after 4 games. Well, come on. You lost the Paris Saint-Germain. What's the big deal? I don't understand. Liverpool star Dominic Szoboszlai says Mohamed Salah wants to stay at Anfield after his goal in the 3-0 win over Aston Villa. As the club insists, Red's position will not change despite £200 million interest for Saudi Arabia. Club, now you got the business, so you can talk this nonsense. But Liverpool, if you not take that money, all of you, all you Liverpool's management are idiots as far as I'm concerned. It's not like Liverpool win the league this season. They are not in the Champions League. Even if they win Europa League does not provide that kind of money. What are you really saying? 200 million for a 21-year-old player. Come on, what's the problem? Sell the nigga and let him go. How much is Harry Kane? How much did they sell him? 200 million. Are you well? If you win the Premier League and win everything, safe. Come on. The Reds rejected an offer of 150 million from Al Ittihad, but that hasn't deterred the Saudi Arabia club, who will carry on pushing for Salah until their window closes on September 7th. There are 3 more days to go. Disturbances and irritations in the market, tranquility and progress on the field. That's what describes Liverpool. Whatever uncertainties Liverpool might be feeling about the future of their leading man, there is nothing quite like a stroll in the sunshine to lift the mood. There will be tougher days ahead, and they could occur this week if Saudi Arabia go to irresistibly silly lengths in their pursuit of Mo Salah. But this was a fun interlude, a quick, easy dance around the cones of Aston Villa. Hey, some people say, be right, Trent Alexander-Arnold to undergo scan following hamstring injury sustained in Liverpool's 3-0 victory over Aston Villa at Anfield. Now, Trent Alexander-Arnold used to be the guy that everybody blame on. Now he's still playing the same position, but they are winning and nobody's blaming him anymore. Like I said last season, if I'm the coach, I would still play him in his normal position. All that talk of midfield is child play. After Liverpool's 3-0 victory over Aston Villa at Anfield, boss Young Club revealed that Trent Alexander-Arnold, aka TAA, willed and now go a scan following a hamstring problem sustained in the match. Let's hope that it's not serious. Let's go to another club that have problem. We've talked about Man United that have problem. We've talked about Liverpool that have seemingly little problem. But let's talk about the £1 billion problem. Chelsea's £1 billion problem. Mauricio Pochettino's headache as Nottingham Forest. There will be times when Chelsea's approach looks like a masterstroke and others when it looks like madness. There is no science to the madness at Chelsea. Another dominant performance undone by individual error when they appear to be in little danger to gift Anthony Elanga Forest winner, and a lack of composure and correct decision making, especially in the final third. Damn, this is what describes this club, Liverpool, Chelsea right now. Kyle Walker urges City players to follow up their treble triumph with another 100-point season as Pep Guardiola's men look for new record to break following perfect start. Remember, this guy wanted to leave and go to Bayern Munich, but then we heard that Pep Guardiola took him to dinner for sushi, and Pep Guardiola paid for it, and he was impressed. No coach has ever paid for his food before, and he decided to stay. So put a 1-year extension. Now he's asking that they give him another additional three years. The other statement of the squad sat his teammate down for a chat last month. A squad full of players who had just created history were told home truth. Guys, we have been breaking record, but let's go do another season with over 100 points. That is a record that we need to focus on. We might not be able to win the treble again. We've done that already, but let's go do over 100 points. So Arsenal, my prediction that Arsenal will win the title is just been Kyle Walker, has been walked over by Kyle Walker. Okay, Empoli lost 2-0 to Juventus. Courtesy goals from Danilo and Federico Chiesa, strikers. Those strikes end the win for Massimiliano Allegri's side on the road as they continue their unbeaten streak this season. Federico's cool 82nd minute finish secured Juventus win over Empoli in Serie A. Yes, now let's come to you guys and hear what you guys have got to say. Well, I don't know. I was talking about in the Elevated TV family WhatsApp group yesterday. I was telling them the difference between Declan Rice and our very own Wilfred Ndidi. So Declan Rice statistics says is a player that have 2 goals a season. 2 goals a season. Wilfred Ndidi also falls into that category. But the difference between Declan Rice is a well-orchestrated media machine. that is consistent and deliberate and strategic and intentional about making Declan Rice the next best thing to have happened since the blood of Jesus, when Jesus carried the cross from Oweri to Calvary, right? On behalf of you and I. Now, the thing is, you look at Declan Rice, yeah, he had a good game. I would lie, he was breaking play, he was doing everything until Marcus Rashford scored that goal, but he was really there. And the cleanliness of his tackle, the tackles look rash, he goes to ground very quick, and you think, oh, contact and pick a red or yellow card. But then he gets the ball. There's a way he does it. Okay, credit to him. I'm not saying he's not a good defensive midfielder. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying noise around his walk is one of those things that he never had. And when you look at him today, he's 105 million. Declan Rice have actually shown consistency over just 2 seasons, and he went for 105 million. Wilfred Ndidi showed that consistency over 4 seasons before injuries and all the rest started coming in. But he didn't get hype. Okay, so most times when I say to players, listen, you've got to pay for your media if the conventional medias are not doing it. They think I'm joking, like, oh, what are you saying? But there are certain players that will do some things. Look at Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham scores in Madrid, he's doing well. But the English press, because of Jude Bellingham, kissing and hugging Jude Bellingham and everything that goes down in Madrid. So that's something that our players, Nigerian players, must learn from. Because if there is anything, any break play that he does, Declan Rice does, Wilfred Ndidi have done times 10 of that. Guys, why do I have 18 people viewing my YouTube and not one single like? I cannot understand. You guys hate me that much, or the things that I'm saying don't impress you that much, or you're just here to view and see whether electric wire will just cut from up and just shock me, and then you have the opportunity to be the first to see it. I don't understand. But whatever it is your call anyway. I mean, I get tired of trying to remind you guys of this one. But it's my job. Like I said to my wife the other day, I don't care if I have only one person viewing or liking, I will still do my show. You know why? Because I'm doing it for me. I like what I do. I love what I do, and I'm going to always do it. Having said that, so let's talk about all this club that are in trouble. What is the real problem that Man U needs to fix? Change owner, sell the club, or change the coach again? Because I mean, I don't understand. Manchester United is beginning to look like NFF. Every year they're looking like NFF or something like Nigerian Pastor. You know that every January Nigerian Pastor will say, "This is my year of new beginning." Hello, wait a minute. The thing will begin last year. We don't begin and finish. What's with a new beginning again? And then the next new beginning. That's why we're always where we are, because we're stuck in the same circle. Oh, new beginning. Oh, new beginning. Oh, new beginning. No, you can't be going new beginning. This should be my year of continuities, my year of building upon what I have built before, and all those stuff. That's just the way I see it, the way I think about it. But having said that, Manchester United, the owners are not willing to sell. I said it at the beginning that this sale is just to appease the fans. They are not going to sell the club. They love the club. They love what they have, and they don't want to sell. Americans hardly sell their businesses anyway. And they brought in Erik Ten Hag, who is a low budget. And Manchester United are just trying so hard to copy Pep Guardiola, Manchester City and Pep Guardiola. Okay, so Man City went for Pep Guardiola, a bad-headed coach who is dramatic, animated. They also went for a bad-headed coach who is a trainee of Pep Guardiola, who's also dramatic and animated. But it did copy the whole script, because he really doesn't know how to get a team to work together. He doesn't know. Yes, he's showing that Pep Guardiola mean streak of, if you cross my path, I fire you. But it's easy to do that when you're winning and everything is fine. Not when your result is inconsistent and you are kicking people out of the door, fighting with everybody, fighting naked in public. My brother, it will come back to bite you. That's what's happening with Erik Ten Hag, fighting with everybody today, tomorrow. I mean, come on. And then Man City bought a Norwegian striker, player from the Scandinavian region of Europe, who is a mean beast, who is got a blonde hair and who is big. And Man United also say, you know what, let's leave Victor Osimhen now. Let's go. Now this thing they reign. We all have one of those kind of friends, or societies filled with people like that, where they are doing something well in their own lane. They are doing something that they are doing is going on well. They just see somebody else do one thing good. Oh, now that thing they reign. Now you they reign. Oh, now you they reign, Master Jesus. Now you they reign. They don't ship jar. Now that's what they want to do now. They plait hair, they get hairdressing salon, they are doing well. making money. They can't just say, that online selling of clothes and shoes and all those things. Now one person just take buy house and just say, so now this thing now that waste time they do here, yeah. They don't move. Now that one they did now. Before you know, they come here and say, Calabar Kitchen, that girl does a cook food there. Now in the rain now. Oh yeah, let's move away. That's what Manchester United seem to be doing right now. Like that's, when you look at Manchester United, that's what you see. Like there's no stable course of action. Like, okay, this is what Manchester United wants to do. This is how they want to do it. For Chelsea, I really don't know what their problem is. Cut away all the experienced players, bring in a lot of young players, and Jesus Christ. I don't know. Chelsea's problem is big. I made a promise. I made a promise to my Chelsea fans, friends, and everybody that I will not banter them. But they are beginning to slide into the banter line. Every time, as a sniper, I'm trying to shoot like Man United and Tottenham Hotspur. And Chelsea, you just see Chelsea flag in like this. Like, I go shoot to now. They may ready for 1 hour cow. Baby, be careful. Man, can't get any far. I go shoot to now. The way on the meander, the waka kurukere, they enter my line of shot. The banter go come because now I'm going ref ziggy manana. Uboka Tawa. I'm just telling you people, hang the touch now. But let's move on. Okay, so let me go to comment section and see if there are comments that I'll read. Starting with Instagram first. Baba J619, he said, Bros, Brendo, yesterday was one of the best weekend of my... No. Stop saying things like this. Yesterday cannot be one of the best weekend of your life. Now, Arsenal play football. Your best weekend should be something that happened to you, something that you achieve on a personal front. I think another person's achievement. They give you much bonus. They give you allowance. It's just the best weekend of your life. When you come boy your pikin, or when you have your child, or when your dream girl can say yes, what you go talk, you commit suicide. Guy can be coming down. Don't use that once. You say Man United is a dead team. Arsenal beating Man United currently is not a big deal. It's like that Chelsea under Jose Mourinho first coming of Jose Mourinho beating Arsenal. It wasn't a big deal because Arsenal was, as I had lost it was shit. So it's like Arsenal going to beat Tottenham Hotspur. It's not a big deal. So when Arsenal beat Man City, I was like, okay, it's a big deal, but it's not still going to be my best day of my life. But well, best day of my life has to do with my own achievements. You're not the one that achieved it, okay? Even that game self, I'm sure you did not bet your house rent on it. You did not double your money. So why is it your best weekend of your life? Calm down now. That's not make you proud. Okay, I agree. Abolore Yusuf, number 4. He said, Arsenal make me happy yesterday as Super Saturday. Sunday, I want to Sunday, I guess. Super Sunday. God. Man, wait, the way I broke, so not broke like that. I didn't think when they bring money come, not going to bring money come again. I remember help me ask all those babalawo when they do ritual. Then they use dog do ritual. That's some dog when they run in there for this street. Just catch them, give them bone and meat. No go do use them bone. Dog blood, then they bring money. I don't know if you use human being, but let's try dog and goods. Even if the cities he bring, we'll go Ghana and go change that. Even if he bring shillings, we'll go to Kenya and change it. At this level, so hey, Fashaki. Daniel Diaz, we say good afternoon, boss. Okay, what a weekend. Do you think Liverpool has a shot to the title? No. Title, no. Yes, top 4, absolutely, yes. But title, my vote. There are only 2 teams that are chasing the title. That's Arsenal and Manchester City. What's Liverpool doing with title talk? My friend, stop it. Don't be doing like this now. Mr. Sugar, I keep saying I will check up on you. I know. He said, make I go YouTube and come back. Okay. Go YouTube and stay there. Don't come back. Hey, OJ Templar and the rest. I see you now. Okay. Let me go to YouTube now and heal all the people. All those 10 of you will like the live stream. So I greet to now. Those of you that will not like to, I see greet to now. No Allah. I don't know whether I can get on leprosy one. I don't want to take like I don't know whether I don't like me. But even if I don't like me, thank you for coming to view it. That's very, very important. Let's start with Divine. Okay, you see, shall we go fit see Europa Conference League this season? So God help Chelsea. No, they're in love with 12th position. The way Chelsea did, so it's like last season they kind of like feel 12th position was very, very like was very, very eureka-ish. Was the moment when God spoke to them. That's the place, who be that guy we fight with God? Jacob, right? Say Ebenezer, he titled at the Lord done something, right? That's 12th position is a magical position for Chelsea. And Mauricio Pochettino wants to experience it, wants to experience his own 12th position and get the feeling. Want to take them back to the days of Southampton when he was coaching Southampton and Espanyol, because you have to define the Mauricio Pochettino you have. Is it the Tottenham one, the Paris Saint-Germain one, or the Espanyol, Espanyol and Southampton one? So let's see what happens at the end of the day. Divine Oduni Rabila can say, I love that fire shot from Odegaard. Beautiful. That is shot I see, so they go up. He shot, so they go up over the bar. That's my problem. But well, let's leave him now. They win, so let's not raining on the parade. Oyere say on Instagram, say bro, speaking of Reno, if Partey and Rice was in that midfield, the game would have been wrapped up since. Fabio Vieira is really stepping up this season. When you say wrapped up for Arsenal or wrapped up for Man United? Like Neil, I remember when I say Arsenal should have sold Thomas Partey. People say no, what I'm saying is not good. Well, una see. That if you see that team, the team is a bit slow. The movement, is a bit slow and it's not good. But again, I also think that Eddie Nketiah is a problem to the team. Okay. But then like I say, that Lord don't suffer. What he do now? What he do? What he suffer around? And then he want to say Van Ferguson for 200 million next summer. Chelsea, here we go. Thank you very much, Fabrizio Oduni Remileko Romano. Thank you very much. Eze Patrick, what a week. I'm not telling I say anytime we Liverpool win, all the things where they disturb Eze Patrick, then they disturb her. He go there, can they put emojis, fire, this one, that one. When they beat Liverpool now, at that time go there engaged. That time I girlfriend go break your heart. Go there, go get what win they do. We make her no sure. That time I go fall inside beach. That they use a pumping machine, they suck water come out for a belly. Nah, it is available. Eze Patrick say, richest league in the world, but they can't get the semi-automated technology used at the World Cup and in Italy currently to check offside. EPS, hey, I ask you now, that offside, that Ganache offside, no see, Arsenal fans are not so full but more honestly talk from my mind. Leave VAR from una watch of the replay and even the VAR camera wanna watch. What's Ganache offside? Please. Just drop a comment. We'll know. Was he offside? Because when we defend this thing now, tomorrow it go happen against Arsenal. We'll call the complaint because it will definitely happen. They go balance the act. That's what they do. Say all this English Premier League they are referee, they be like devil. They give you cap, they are going for your head. So make it not go happen for the day where we say that match Arsenal need to take win the league or take beat Man City. They can't go use that kind of marginal offside. We go cry for the whole 1 year. That guy will just say was the best of his life, so because it was of his life. Don't put your happiness in the hands of football club. Peter, I know how you do it. Say fire. Okay. As Patrick say, at the end of the day, the referees only get 3 weeks out for mistake. Very corrupt EPL. All right. Additional information say EPL has deliberately continued to allow VAR to be complicated. The offside was clearly not offside. The Rice goal also, they just like to ensure the world continues to talk about it. Please, what happened to the Rice goal? I said the problem with the Rice goal. Now, from corner of the net, he enter. The only thing why I know about the Rice goal be say, I don't see the contact with the ball, but as I watch the replay reach, I don't see the contact, but the angle were blind. Yeah, I mean, too many, very, very rare do you see blind angles. What I think is the VRO or whatever the replay, the people refuse to show us the camera behind the goalpost. I don't do production, so I know. They refuse. They show us the camera from this side. They show us the camera from this side. But then they show us the camera from behind the goalpost where it face the ball. But we see whether the ball touch. So I don't think that there was a corner kick. But hey, like I said, they go fix the matches in the Premier League this season to help Arsenal win. And that's what I've said before, and I'm still going to stand by it. Man City, they will not let you people win. History of English football, no team have won 4 straight league titles. But it's not going to be you. Sorry, I'm sorry. Maybe next time, but not now. They will not do it. They would find a way. If Pep Guardiola, you do this one, this is going to be your greatest title, even if not only the Premier League you win. But I think my head tells me they are going to rig it. So for any nearby team, and Arsenal look nearby right now, they'll correct some of the errors that they made against the last season, like the Brentford one, the other ones, and we shall see. Additional Mama say it is confirmed village people don't balance for Chelsea case. Oga Billionaire need to go pay homage to Abramovich. This one, now your billion must waste. Yeah. Additional Mama say went on say, Man U fans don't enter one chance. They must enjoy the glaze. So those guys are making money and you want them to miss. Also, Man U's the British Postal Club. The government don't threaten Glazer not to sell. No, this guy, I don't know where to get information from, but the information, you get the way like go switch, you just accept that. No problem. It's okay. It's lying, but it's okay. This lie, I love this lie. Lie to me. When boys we don't get work with the 10 girls say, or I'll take you to abroad. My sister in the abroad, and they stay for wood in the household. He's already doing my papers. We travel and I don't say your name, and we'll soon go do your passport. He doesn't. Bites behaviors. The Rebecca said the Garnacho goal should have stood. And then what to say about all the Ojoro we don't go in Man U favors over time. Even last season, first leg, suppose they hunt them once. Okay, I agree with you on that. That perspective that you brought in, I agree with you on that one. Thank you very much on the 16 people that have liked this live stream. Thank you very much. And you know the funny thing is, I got to TikTok and I see you guys aggressively liking, even when I don't even tell her to like. Now that same way, this one I just once. No, yeah, you never need to like it once. Just say that same way, just like it once. And we move on. We move. When they do this thing too now, the things what they talk one day when I go tune into this show, and I say I'm not going to feel one. Girls with big breasts and baby girls go there they twerk. Now go say when I never say anything. Since now those things now they move on so. We go do it for 1 week, 1 full week. I'm not gonna do. Say when they go there, they go to work for there. They don't like me. They don't know. I didn't remember say, but okay, I think I've read that one. You say happy for my darling Arsenal. Everybody's happy for Arsenal now, but all this decision figure against Arsenal won't do. One not call lament to. Hey, a teacher for say English boys are too pompous. Your coach talk, you they talk. These boys are lazy. If na Mourinho, therefore break everywhere. ETH has tried every possible way to clean their ways. Now ETH be problem for press. Man, that's what happened when you go. You see, you know that thing when they used to talk when we were young and say, if you must eat with the devil, eat with a long spoon. But my mother will say, no go shop at all because the devil can poison the food. I said, the shop out so you can still die. No shop at all. This one, I they call attractive on the outside, fine girl we get sexually transmitted disease. That be Manchester United. A rich man we get HIV. As you go shop, so you go shop wahala. I'm telling you the truth. So help me God. Nothing but that truth. Okay. Additional mama say Rice is the poster boy. They have to hype their own. Gabriel Jesus entering gave Man United things to think about. I think for me, I think that Gabriel Jesus will win the game first now. He came in first off, door with a lock, close the padlock, throw away the key. He came in and he do open sesame and dialogue open. Everything, every time he cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Bukayo Saka needs to rest. But for where? Some people even call they say Bukayo Saka was man of the match of that game. I say man of which match? Now the same match we watched. That was boring. Oh Lord have mercy. Well, let's do that one shot. And he said Saudi mean Liverpool and pride. Don't let Liverpool accept say the poor. You're like the idiot. You need somebody. You're wicked. Man, you need to change the fact that they change fans of football club. Which of what's happen now? Today not be Sunday. Why you talk like your name now? He said, man, you need to change the fans. Now fans be the problem. yeah, evil. Ferdinand Ekene says, liked and shared. Going back to Instagram. Thank you very much, Ferdinand. But we'll just stay there and stay for YouTube. Paul Obi say, good morning, Mr. Edafe. Please, I want to know the whereabouts of Araujo of FC Barcelona. Now, you be Barcelona fan. Please come and tell me where Araujo did. I think he's injured also. Oduni Ramileko is saying that true. Make them change the fans. I don't know why Ramileko, why you join Emperor? Why they behave like this now? How you go to go join a Dijalana? Change which fans? Hi. You say you mean low budget Alan. They want to sign low budget Alan. But see, to be let's be fair, let's leave Bata aside. He's coming in. I'm asking myself, could it be that bad that he didn't start that game? Because for me, I don't start him. Okay, this is what I would have done if I was Man United coach. I would have first of Man United came into that game with fear. When you see Man United sitting back, soaking pressure, and banking on counter attack, there is fear there. Right? Now, if your game plan is to play counter-attacking football, let's start with Garnacho, start with the Rasmus. I would rather he start, gets tired, but without they will lead, than say you see that. Does it Arsenal convert those chances so they get? Hey, I have to the people who swear for Kayava needs to go beg them. Whoever swear for Kayava. Wait for just score and put me to shame. He do leg like a baka. My far away, they don't cut here. Play boy enter net. Hey, Eddie gets a come wrong, go there like pregnant woman. Before you know, Martinez come like saying I need Franco Baresi, Apollo Madini, and Alexander Nesta put together just to play the ball. Yeah, Bhutan. Oh God, Eddie Ketia. I know who blame Eddie Ketia first. Let's start with Kai. Hey, Kai, where your name now? Kai. You gonna play Kai football? Kai. Hi. It should be more. So I can't people talk. Not me and you. Hi. Peter Wananda said Chelsea always providing banter materials each week. Even me as a fan cannot help but to banter us. No, we'll pause first. Chelsea have done well over the years. All our life, all the last 90 years, they have been faithful. So we'll leave the first. As Patrick say, well, Man United now less privilege. Ufoma Adijala says Chelsea aspiration now 10th position, but they are 12th position. This one now village people. Nothing will save Chelsea until they pay homage. I talked about last season, but was ready to give Chelsea a chance. That chance they not get to. Peter Wanada say, as Patrick, he never disappoint. No, we know him very well. When Liverpool win match, all the things where they disturb him, he will disappear. I show up here, can't give us plenty emojis. If I say I get data today, you see, Liverpool don't get data now. He said, Peter Wanada, bros, data cost to now. I use them when he favor me. Sorry about that. Very soon. See, one of the more people that they drive, they enter this place. I will get that data. Now data will give away. Data give away. Plenty. If we get the other day, I went to go sit down in MTN. MTN even give me one offer, but they say we need to reach a certain number. They're going to give like every month. If we don't reach like 500,000 subscribers and they are active, they're going to give up to 10,000 people data every month on our behalf. At least those in Nigeria. Because the way the Nigerian data take the run sharp. Yeah. People go use £10. I mean £7. Stay buy data for UK. they'll use them for 1 full month. It will still remain. They're going to find what they want download. They can even download heaven, come down to earth. But yeah, you go buy 75 gig, 2 weeks. They don't say you that they have Momo message when the same person. You have 2,775 megabytes remaining. Aha. Start with whatever to top up to do this one. God. Peter, when I say they play, we know as Liverpool fans they move. When things they go sideways, we have one name, Money, in the studio. That one. You can't do voice note. You can't cry like people when mama run leave for marriage. What is this? That I can't know how to speak pidgin English. Here's Patrick. He said, bros, leave me. I know one girl was the day of my life. Here's Patrick said, Bukayo Saka don't turn now Ogbori from the one. They don't get it the way I to say it's Abi. English president, the hyper. You don't get one day what to say Abi. Here's Patrick. He said, I see Chelsea fans. They beg Drogba to come motivate baby Drogba, Nicholas Jackson. He don't read. Peter, I said the truth. Especially from now, Man United fans be the problem. Oh, Jesus. Peter, you don't join them. I go send MI6 to come meet you for that place where you do. Not be Leicester, they are coming. They are coming to you very soon. What's it called? Odin Remilaka say, bros, not be them, they rob us. So last season against Brentford, too clear of. I know say that the robbers now. I'm just saying now when it can happen in favor of us, no was so talkable because get where go reach now. The figure turn against us again now. We'll call the cry. Say so now payback. Okay, now vote Paco like that name. Say Chelsea need an ad-feed striker. So the on-feed striker when they get so then they will. By the way, which striker be ad-feed striker? Peter, I want to come and analyze this one for me. Who should be ad-feed striker? Ad-feed? I don't understand. So what time I get? I go keep a striker I get. Currently Chelsea now. What do they get? Which kind of striker they get? On-feed striker, offshore striker, Escravo striker, Worry striker, Energy striker, Afisere striker, Patani striker. Which kind of striker Chelsea get right now? I'm not bantering, I'm just asking a question. Okay. Odin Ramalaka said the Arsenal will switch Chelsea fans past Arsenal fans safe. Here's the Patrick say, I beg, I go like download heaven. Go UK, go buy £10 data together with 2,000 minutes of calls. You got tired. Somebody sent me a message for WhatsApp now. I say, if you are in Nigeria, how do you know all these things happening in the UK and in the US? Okay. Let's just leave it like that. Let's not talk about it. Let's just leave it like that. Let's just say I'm living in 3 different worlds at the same time. Okay. Here's a Patrick. He said, boss, I say KCE money brother carry 5 million throw away for Man United head yesterday. No, he not throw away. Now betting. That's betting. He get the money. Now poor man, I make you the toss. Now poor man where you build, I mean, it doesn't throw away the money. So to say that allow that Garnacho go now, then win now, you for say, oh, this guy, he should even better pass a better self. He know what's up. He short. Now my way short himself. So leave him. Even you, when Liverpool play something like you know if you throw away 2,000 naira inside, they put fire emoji everywhere. And the level we do, now poor man, I analyze rich man money. Peter wanted to say, outfit striker now the position Ronaldo take for Euro when he injured as he sideline the control. Oh, okay. Opako, I understand now. I don't understand. I mean, not understand before Opako no verse. So I'm gonna have no verse. Say this thing they know I finish. That right now, Peter wanted the 90 hot, 90 the where the football headquarters, 90 there. So you get some things, maybe at the old school, I don't even know how to fit striker before. So now because let me say at the big jest of you, no vessel for because if you new person here, I mean not gonna say that's what they do for you, I'm not gonna come again. I beg, I need you come. My brother said, you know, go where you want to leave me go. He did. Our Tanak, he did. You want to leave your brother? You want to leave your brother for outsiders? Outsiders when they help me, they come when reach your to come help me now grow now. You can say you can't leave me. You Paco for that matter. You Paco senior man. Then they call Kelechi and I just senior man. This better senior man. Organ of one God senior man. I beg go. I'm a pour libation now to say I get, but hand sanitizer I get. My just pour small hand sanitizer. This thing pour for my computer. Put the fire. I go say, I just to tell you. Tosilium and they say Chelsea matter. He don't tire me. Now only match the 4 we did. Nobody is to tire. The tire still get air. When I drive the good, I want to climb or do bridge. And the tick off flat. That's how I'm going to do. I'm going to use reverse till they go front. I will use reverse, but you go black so that they go front. That time I can't do it. Nobody reach. I see there for MPA. Nobody will reach. And then I just show you the tire now. That's when they could tire yourself. Shoot. Match the 4. Our turn at day. Just the start. What if Chelsea not go 30 games unbeaten? Draw all 30 games. Pick 30 points out of 30. What are you saying? And they see the battle relegation at that time. Hey God. You say my club go and beat him, but they see the relegation zone. Now wow. Sorry, no verse. Tosi Lema, they say, I don't they suspect the Chelsea coach. He hardly changed his game once things are not working according to plan. That's what he do for Tottenham. He change the plan. If he work, it like magic. Same pattern West Ham use, Nottingham use, same to deal with Chelsea. Mr. Patrick say, Chelsea in a project, make una calm down. Yes, a project like Man United. I saw Man United say start now. I salute you. Thank you very much for the salute. I salute you back. And at this point, we don't reach the point where we say, oh man, go call that for bus stop, carry a bag of crayfish, enter person market, go sell. And on Monday with this, and then they stretch the show too long because Monday everybody they try to strategize their week. But anyhow, sharp. Thank you very much for all of you that have been part of the show today. Thank you for liking the live. And thank you for sending hearts as well. Thank you for every one of you on Instagram. Yes, I did take the YouTube serious because I'm my hustle ground. You don't understand? So when the way I actually deal with the YouTube is different from Instagram is just a fun place, right? But this one I'm my hustle ground. So I won't beg on again. If I never subscribe, Mona subscribe. If I like what you would do, Mona also share with on our friends. Tell them say, better the day. And I want now I know really to the tea before the sweet, the gist, the old what would you do yesterday? The sweet over. Mona I just follow me the with the Nigerian. How does people when they send me message for WhatsApp say the Yoruba why they speak the verse now? I beg when I go verse well, when I do face like monkey way lick line, when I go verse well. Because I also they watch content where they speak Yoruba at the Nigerian. I they watch content where they speak Igbo at the Nigerian. I they watch content where they speak Brazilian, Portuguese, and Latin and French at the Nigerian. Try enjoy my Uroboness. Unless you want to discriminate against me, but I'm not too old for discrimination to work, to bother me. So just, punk me. Just chill. Take a chill pill. Like Netflix to chill. You know where I grew up, they watch full Indian film for 4 hours. Then they speak English. Full Teremere Beani, what do they call themselves? The only thing one that they know are the singing of the song. When I don't know anything at all, everything, no subtitle, nothing to speak Indian. Mari, una Nigerian. 2 seconds, Urubu why they speak like the vessel now. Don't worry. Tosile when they say Eze, he said Eze, project where go last there. Not be design stage, you go know. I'm done. Since at this point, my people, I'm done. I don't want to get involved in anything again. Tomorrow, myself and Emmanuel Sebastian will be here. If I notice, I used to tiptoe around the Super Eagles team list. Tomorrow, we will break them down. One a day here. We will talk, me and Emmanuel Sebastian will talk plenty about that one. But as I say this, so like I come out, I'm not hungry to breakfast. Do me waka. I need to eat. I need to feel good. And 10 o'clock don't pass. If I'm hungry, pass on, I'll start to get headache. But yeah, my name is Daffy Martinez. You love to come in the on the sports. It's been a wonderful time on the sports buffet. Let's do this again next time tomorrow from 9 a.m. till further notice. Well, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do well to subscribe. And if you have subscribed and you turn on notification, please do well to tell your friends about what we do here. At the same time, we will drop all this content, especially those around the MPFL content. We are trying to use that one to push the league to a point where sponsors can come for the league, and it will help the whole ecosystem, especially now that some people have decided to be the demons and the principalities are working against the league. Please do well to watch those content and comment on it. It doesn't really take anything away from you when you comment on it. You just watch what you heard. Just give your own perspective to it. That's the way it is. Thank you very much. God bless you and have for yourself a wonderful week. Like I always say, don't be the problem. Try as much as possible to be the solution. If you can't be the solution, support those who are the solution. Have a wonderful day.
My name is Frank Idemdia Alapa. That's my name. Talking sports, my game. And I am the greatest. I love listening to Elegbetter TV Radio.